When you hear about a trucking accident, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Some might think it's the trucker's fault, just right off the gate. But is it really that simple? And when was the last time one considered the human toll on truckers? Greetings, truck lovers and truth seekers. The CIC of the United States of Truckin', coming to you right from deep inside the Truth and Broadcasting Network's Central Command. Talking to you with a skill of communication granted by God Himself to help all those believe we can make trucking great again. Welcome to another powerful edition of Truckin City Journal. Today, we've got a tough story. This one really needs to be thought of differently. It's one that raises questions about the public perception of the trucking industry.
New information on that crash that closed Interstate 70 for hours today. 3 killed, 3 others injured when that semi-truck rolled over in the eastbound lanes near Ward Road, sending its load of pipes flying across the interstate.
This is a construction area where they've been working on this bridge for quite some time, and there is a lane shift over this overpass to allow for that construction. And drivers we spoke to today say that lane shift is just too hard and that speed in the area is also an issue. Robert Jacobs has been driving around the metro for years.
But when you come through there, it jogs to the right, just real super hard.
Just the other day, he took that route with his dump truck and nearly had the same fate as today's accident. And CDOT tells us that the project is aware of one other incident in this area over the last couple of months from this construction.
One of my employees, Joey, when we were driving the other day, I told him, I said, someone's probably gonna get in an accident and hurt somebody here. So when I heard that there was an accident, there was no surprise.
An accident that grabbed headlines from across Colorado, but in the end, the driver behind the wheel wasn't at fault, cleared of any criminal charges. But does that stop the stigma that's associated? Well, let's look at it from this perspective. This is the kind of story that builds the stigma truckers face every day out here. An accident involving a big rig, and immediately the assumptions.
A lot of times they don't have the training they should have. They don't have the support and the backing of the trucking company. You've got to go faster. You've got to go further. You've got to do more in a day. And that's a problem that is system-wide. And so it ends up typically being the trucking company's problem.
Even when we do everything right, the industry gets all bent out of shape and we get painted with a broad brush. And it's no wonder. Trucking accidents make for sensational stories, don't they? But where's the balance? Where's the coverage that shows truckers as the professionals that we really are? When do we stop and think of the human toll? What does this do to the person behind the wheel? These accidents leave deep emotional scars on drivers, folks, people just like you and me. The news doesn't tell you about the sleepless nights that we go through, the second guessing, and the sheer mental toll that it takes when you've been part of something as tragic as that accident in Colorado, and even when you're not to blame. I can tell you the weight of that guilt, the haunting of the lives lost, it's a burden no driver should have to carry alone. And this happens more often than you might think. We as an industry need to acknowledge that drivers are human beings, not machines. We're not robots just plowing down the highways waiting for an accident to happen. Accidents like this, they stay with us. And when it's not our fault, that helpless feeling, it don't go away. It can crush a person's spirit. You know, truckers are the backbone of this country. And it's really a shame that we're dumped on the way we are. Some say we did it to ourselves. Others, like the lawyer in my B-roll, will go looking for anything. But I say it's high time to start seeing us as more than just the steel beasts on the road and the scapegoats for the latest litigation. We're human too. See, we have an opportunity right here, right now, to change the way the world sees us. Yes, tragedies happen, but we need to be vocal about the fact that not all truckers are out there looking for the next victim. Many of us drive thousands, some of us millions of miles without a single problem or incident, but we can do more. We need to push for better awareness and let the public see us and the media see us for what we really are. The true heroes of the road. We need to be advocates for safety, not just for the public, but for ourselves as well. It's time to actually take a separate step and look at the mental toll this job takes on people like us. It's time to have an open mind and an open conversation about mental health in our industry. Because if we don't, the toll these accidents take on our drivers will only get heavier. Together we can find the safest approach. And I always say, we can do our part together to make trucking great again. Truck lovers, if this at all interests you, please keep in touch. Go down below, like this video, and become a subscriber. Truckin City Journal is here to bring awareness to our industry, your lives, and the perception it deserves. I do this with 2 shows, Wednesday and Saturday, on Truckin' Frontlines. I urge you to tune in and join the panel, as each and every show is built by truckers for truckers, and we look to highlight the best and the worst. The media paints us, and you unfortunately see we make it right, and we make trucking great again. I want to hear your take on your thoughts on how the media and the public sees us in trucking. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. We can all do our part together to make trucking great again, because it's the trucks that make the deliveries, but it's you that make the difference. Be sure and tune in. Till next time, keep looking at the positive, keep your faith, above all else, keep it rolling.